totally prepared that I'm forgetting stuff. Amazing. Can I have a day? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, I'm surprised that actually looks better than I anticipated. Because I don't have the game on full screen, like I always tend to do. Oh, there's so much room, honestly. Uh, what I was supposed to do? Before I forget, because I think I've been forgetting this often and daily, but hopefully you guys hopefully you guys had a great, fantastic weekend, and I hope your week have gone so far well. I believe today's Tuesday, which is the beginning of the week. So yeah.
Good day.
About requests.
Here are my requests.
Bring an item you can
Let's hear the results.
check. Oh, okay. I think I have a memory on what is going on. Because I legitimately haven't played the game for like about 2 weeks, roughly. I think.
Very well. Good day. I can sense a
133 to 135. Okay, cool.
very well.
So yeah, I haven't played the game for like 2 weeks, so I'm like a little bit unsure on what I remember. So yeah. And from what I remember,
Let's give this our best shot.
is I completely forgot to save the game
Getting stronger is fine and all.
one time. So
Your power.
yeah. So I'm glad that I saved this time.
Stay on your toes, man.
There's a shadow.
And
Break the hell up.
my weekend was not bad.
We'll take a little more time.
It was, I wouldn't say it was okay, honestly.
What to do?
But that's just me, actually. I honestly don't know what to talk about. Oh, actually, I do know what I wanted to talk. Words. I do have an idea what I wanted to talk about. So I came across a trailer for a game called, I think it was called H Field High, and some people call it like a, I don't want to call it like a successor or a sequel. I think it might be the word might be more of a successor rather than a sequel or a spiritual sequel. I guess you can probably call it that. And it's supposedly like Bully in the game, like the old Rockstar game. So I had this thought in some sort of way. If that game specifically, what's the one? What I'm trying to think. If the game is specifically, I'm drawing blank. Sorry. If the game, if people that plays that game, okay, I have my salsa ready in my mind. Like I knew what I wanted to say. I just, for some reason, drawing blank. Like, kind of difficult to express. Anyways, I will find it funny if the people that like that game are the same people that dislike this franchise. Like, I don't wouldn't see um too much of a difference between like those two games. The main difference I probably will call out as different will be the dungeon crawling aspect. But that's just me.
Are you okay?
Uh, I don't think you need it. Okay, yeah, yeah. I don't think you need it. This may sound strange, but I feel like getting jobs nowadays is a little bit difficult.
You ready for this?
I'm hoping that in my case is, and this is just me being positive about it, that my phone wasn't working. But holy cow, it's tough these days. Sure. Even though I'm probably not gonna stay long in the dungeon.
Didn't even stand a chance.
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda miss working. I don't know, like, maybe it's just like the mindset that I develop. Or maybe it's just kinda like, oh, like I wanna do something that is in a home that I can get paid. But at the same time, I kind of like the idea of like working at home. It sounds a little bit of a contradiction in some sort of way, because working at home is like, in quotations, the dream job. Well, working out of home is kind of like, why you want to do that type of thing.
The ability to use many different.
But the thing that I miss the most, and this is just me, but I kind of miss working outdoors, at some sort of degree, obviously, because I have the unfortunate experience. I most likely have mentioned this on previous streams, to work from door to door, and that honestly just gives me nightmares. I mean, if you like to do that, that's cool. You know, like, I'm not going to be like shaming people for liking a certain type of jobs. But for me, it wasn't something that I was excited about per se. Man, we're giving it crits like left and right. What the fudge? That's like the 4 crit.
End this. Great work, Monica.
Okay, 5 crits in a row? That's wasn't even on my bingo list. And I feel like all of those crits just were wasted.
Sorry about that.
Wrong person, but I'll take that. Because I was hoping that it will be used on Ken, honestly. But that's fine. Oh yeah, as I was saying, like, it's not something that it was for me, but like working outdoors is also fun. Like, I have become a slightly fond of working outdoors. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done like any construction work type of work myself, but like that within the jobs that I've done, which is working with planes, like pulling containers, filling containers, and all that kind of stuff, warehouse, um, and pushing carts for like retail. Like I don't know, I found that slightly enjoyable.
Is that treasure?
It might sound a little bit, I don't want to say contradicting, maybe funny for some, but being exposed to the outdoors isn't too bad, at least for me. I can miss that. But I also like the idea of working indoors. I just don't like the idea of what's it called? Like sitting on a desk for a long time. Because what's it called? Like when I was working, I guess I can probably say it. I'm pretty sure I have to say at this point. When I was working as loss prevention, um, like the majority of the time, I was just sitting on a desk, and that's just kind of like, oh, come on, dude, come on. And that honestly kind of bothered me. Like I just didn't feel comfortable just sitting on the desk the entire time, or just looking at the cameras. Like part of me was like, oh, I wanna like go out on like on the warehouse, like do actual like physical jobs, like what's it called? Like helping on the warehouse, like that might be one thing, right? Even though we aren't supposed to be allowed to do so, um, or we shouldn't be doing it, because my boss was kind of peculiar about certain things. Um, that's why I was like, I kind of want to, but I cannot do that. But something that I really like was the aspect of counting like merchandise and whatnot.
I'm always happy to team up with everyone.
So that was fun, honestly.
Let's get this over
Looks
with.
like the enemy's peaked to light. Green is the way to go. My persona's ready. This is it.
That's fine. Even if it's just one, that should be fine.
I'm knocked down. Keep it up, Amani-kun.
That works better than expected, honestly. So yeah, I kind of miss those like those things that I used to do.
Justice always wins.
I feel nostalgic now that I think about it.
For our next fight.
But it's fine. It's always fine. But yeah, I started reading what's it called? I don't know how many people like read webcomics, but I started reading a webcomic called Everything Is Fine, and the plot is just really interesting to say the least. I wouldn't be able to explain it without spoiling like too much, but Everything Is Fine is like really interesting. The first season was kind of like, I don't know about this. The second season was like, okay, this is interesting. Season 3 is Wait, I think was it season 3 the one that is currently being released? Now that I think about it, or is it season 4? I think it's season 4. Season 4 like ramps up like the whole story. No, season 3. Season 4 is being currently being released, and I honestly will highly recommend the story. But I don't know if the story is being what's the word I'm looking for? Like you gotta pay for the chapters nowadays, because I know webtoons, like when it comes to webtoons, like certain stories just becomes like when certain stories becomes more popular, that's when what's the word I'm looking for? They start charging money. No, popular. That when the series gets why am I forgetting the word? It's not it's not a sponsor. A contract. That's what I'm thinking about. When the store gets a contract, then I believe that's when they start charging money. So I don't know if everything is fine. It's under a contract with webtoons.
I've got this.
But if it is not, I honestly will say go check it out.
All right.
It's a really really fun story.
Green is the way to go.
Ooh snap! What else have I been reading? Mm, honestly, I haven't been reading much besides that. Oh no, Chetos. That wasn't even my intention. I'm not gonna lie, I love those effects. That attack specifically looks so darn cool. Um, honestly, I haven't been reading much now that I think about it. I mean, I've been reading that. I also been reading the wrong way of using healing magic, but I don't know how many people like watches like anime or like is like into like Japanese like comics and whatnot. So I can't exactly be like, oh yeah, like let's talk about this, you know, like that's like super cool.
Oh, hello.
Now that I think about it, this is something that has been bugging me the back of my head. Like every single time, I'm like, I'm gonna stream on time. I'm gonna be streaming at 10 tonight, and then I just get distracted, by like literally everything, and then yeah, then I tell myself, yeah, I'm gonna do it today, and then today never happens. And then I tell myself like next time I'm gonna do it next time. That next time never comes in because I either get distracted by something or I start doing something else, and then I just keep repeating myself. Like I'll do it today. I'll do it today. I'll do it this time. So yeah, kind of feel bad for myself honestly. I have some sort of degree. Because I feel like, in terms of content creation, having that inconsistency like kind of disrupts people's like, oh yeah, when is he going to be streaming type of thing, right? And people are like also like wondering like, oh when are you going to stream or when it's going to like X thing is going to happen. So yeah, I honestly don't really wanna commit to a time frame anymore. Mainly because it's kind of like at this point it's a little bit more on that aspect, like will it stream or will it not stream today, rather like that I'm streaming today. Because
I'm
uh,
always happy to
I want to say I've been streaming. I want to say a little bit more than 2 years now. I want to say about like 2 years and like 4 months, maybe less, maybe more. And like after a while, you kind of just get burned out on that aspect, like
It'll take a little more time.
that like you kind of want to take a break. But keep in mind that at the same time, that aspect of burning out is it's probably myself. Uh, I don't want to say being doubtful. No,
That about does it.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Alright, let's get moving.
I honestly cannot think of the word specifically. Like I know what I want to say, but I just cannot find the proper word that I want to use. Is no, irritated perhaps? Maybe? No, actually no. I probably would say it's like a little bit more of it's the stressful side rather than like anything else. Mainly because it's kind of like I keep saying like it's kind of like I sound like a broken record. It's mainly of that aspect that at the time within the 2 years that like I've been doing content creation, like I couldn't do much, too many things um that I wanted to do. Now that I have the opportunity, like I'm slacking off on the things that I really want to try. And back then it was frustration. That's what I was thinking about. Back then it was frustration. Now it's just frustration because I couldn't do what I wanted to do. But now it's frustration because I'm slacking on the things that I want to do. Because honestly, like, how many times I have said like, "Oh, I'm going to be doing this," or "I want to do this," or "I'm planning to do that," and then they just never comes in. That's like the thing that frustrates me about myself. And I should probably stop doing that. It should be more like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Even if it is like terrible, even if it's just like one thing.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little
That's when I should be approaching things rather than like say it. So, and so I've been thinking about this honestly for for a few days, and every single time I'm like, oh, I'm going to be doing this, or I'm going to be focused on this. I just completely forget about it.
doing pretty well.
But there is something. Actually, no, I shouldn't even be saying it. Because this is kind of a little bit of an interesting thing. Uh, for me, or I guess I could probably say my parents in some sort of way had always said, don't say things, just do it. Not my parents actually, like pretty much my parents and my cousins. Because, anyways, going back to my thing, don't say things, just do it. Because the more that you say I want to do it, the less you're going to be trying to do the things that you want to do. So, like, you're essentially wasting words instead of actually putting words behind actions. If that makes any sort of sense. I don't think that makes sense. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just hoping that I'm not too late on the things that I really want to do.
I'm always happy to team up with everyone.
And I'm honestly thinking about two different things that I want to do. And most likely that's going to be something that I'm going to be posting on the community post. Um, Actually, no. Because I had to think about that for a second
I have to do this.
on like how exactly,
I'll end this.
what exactly I want to do with it, or what I want to do with this. And I have come across, I think there was one content creator that says, like, you can separate your content in different ways. Like, you can stream, I don't know, whatever, like your favorite games, for example, right? But like your videos and footage is like a whole different thing. So that's something that I thought about, like trying, but since mainly the main format that I approach content creation is through streams, I feel like I should be handling things that I want to do in video formats rather than, you know.
Yes.
So what I'm hoping is open acquiring developers, the social link bonus during fusion increases. Okay. I didn't realize that I had the card.
Good day. I can
I believe it was like 30, 37 to 42. Okay, cool. Thank you.
very well then.
And I also have noticed myself being like a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? Uh, Irritated, frustrated, mainly because like things hasn't really, you know, worked that has been working the way that I've been hoping for. Which now, like looking back at it, it's just it feels childish on my part for be I wouldn't say childish, but might actually might be childish for reacting like in those sort of ways, which I shouldn't.
There's a treasure chest.
But at the end of the day, I'm still doing it regardless if I say I'm not going to do it or not. That I really had to have that or not. Also, now that I think about it, I was thinking about this. Well, I'm probably gonna brought this idea that I had. I was thinking like leaving Tuesdays for like a day, at least once a month, having like a day to play demos, like just unrelated games to like whatever is on Steam. But I'm partially scared on that aspect that somebody might just give me like a fake link or something.
Not even worth mentioning.
And get my computer full of my viruses. Because I don't know how frequent or how often that is as a thing. So I honestly don't really want to take the risk.
I've already scanned this one.
I mean, it sounds not like the smartest thing, honestly, but you know, it's an idea. I do gotta say, using the connection of a Wi-Fi compared to like an actual data connection, it feels way different. Cause like on my screen, I can see on OBS how many drop frames the stream has dropped. So it can be like, I don't know. I don't know how exactly the frame scale is calculated. But so far, I haven't like I'm looking at the numbers and so far I just say 0, which I'm happy about, honestly.
Let's get this over with. I'll go with.
You know what I find funny, and I'm hoping that this doesn't happen. But the day that I find a job, I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. That I don't go out of my way to be like, my job is kind of bad. I don't want to work there anymore.
That went better than expected.
My boss is horrible. Now, I'm mainly saying that as a joke. Please don't take that serious. But if it comes down to that, I'm literally just going to facepalm myself. Like, like, why am I talking bad about my boss?
Yuji, I think I can use it now.
I'll go with.
Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be like that one guy that's out talking bad about his boss. Because, oh, Crown Director.
Ice doesn't seem to have any effect. Yukari-chan, knock one down.
I can take him.
Because I know, like, strangely enough, people like to talk about, like, when you battle out, like, your own boss, and they're like, oh yeah, like, this person's talking about bad about our boss. Like, you wanna, do something about it. So, yeah. I honestly don't really comprehend the whole, like, oh, we cleared the floor.
Realized I forgot something at school.
And next thing you know, you see, like, shadows literally in front of you and be like, the floor is not clear. The only section that is clear is what we clean up so far. Not everything.
I've got this.
use this. I can use this. No, I cannot then.
Persona's ready. We've already scanned this one. And now? Now!
I'm hoping that my headphones aren't like, what's it called? Bouncing on the audio from the game.
What to do? Love that.
What next?
Okay.
Keep it together.
That's wasn't what I was expecting, honestly.
You ready for this?
Yeah. I can't do anything with it.
I'll go with.
All enemies defeated. Good work out there.
Obtain one of the precious items.
Oh, hello.
Ugh. Okay, so September, October, November, December. Then it's also January, February, and I believe March? Question mark?
Caught them off guard.
You sure know how to impress.
Way to go!
Do it. Yeah, I'm on it.
I honestly feel like I need to stop using too much of the protagonist and bring Koromaru, honestly. Like replace, I want to say Shinichi. No Shinichi, yeah, Shinjiro. Yeah, Shinjiro. Replace it with Koromaru. That honestly might be like really helpful.
That went better than expected.
Okay. Dun, dun.
Guess we're going.
So one more floor.
This is the 139th floor. I think that's about 550 meters high. Whoa. We're pretty high up, huh?
I wonder how high is
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time. What next? Will this work?
how high is like the highest building? Because I know in I want to say somewhere on Middle Eastern they had like a really tall building. I just don't remember the name of the building for some reason.
How we do it? Nice. That went well.
Hey, check that out.
There you go. You can escape me twice.
Hey, thanks for that shadow. Do your best to take it down.
use this.
Don't dodge it. That's an enemy down on a roll. That's it. Enemy down. I can handle it.
Really now?
You know, I feel like this might sound like a potential controversial point perspective, but I think like nowadays there's a lot of like VTubers on like as content creators, maybe, or maybe I've just been looking at a lot on like VTubers more than anything else. Because I have noticed that.
Not even worth mentioning.
But what I find it more interesting is the level of quality of VTubers that they're coming up. Like the character designs, their fonts and everything is like high level, like professional type of thing design, if that makes sense. Which I think is kind of interesting at some sort of degree.
We won't get hurt. You're weak, but don't be careless.
I'll go with.
Electricity's useless here. Keep that in mind.
Oh boy, that's kind of perfect, honestly.
That's an enemy down. I can handle it.
It's all you.
Change it up. And now, this is it.
That honestly paid off way better than I expected.
One enemy down. Biomatic, leave it to me. Argon Star, over to you.
Wait, no, this one. Are you serious? Boy! Like everything was already planned, everything was perfect.
Here it comes.
That's fine.
One enemy down. Biomatic boom. Argon Star, over to you.
You know what I need to start going back to, and this is just me talking. I need to go back to finish reading Grimgar, because I really love the story, and I think I stopped at what volume
Fight with the wrong guy.
5, I think. Wait, did I even? Wait, actually, give me a second.
This might actually be useful.
Okay, never mind. There was at one point that I essentially had like my books like all over the house. So reflex physical damage. It was not stuck. Okay, that's fine then. Like there was one point that like I had my books all over the house, so I had to like double check if I had the book.
Time for targets. They're weak, but don't be careless. I've already scanned this one.
Oh boy.
That's an enemy down. Handle it.
I can take him. It's all you. 'Cause I'm up.
Dummies. Thank you. You know, I think I'm just gonna be streaming an hour tonight. It's not that I don't want to do more, like 2 hours like normal. But there is something. I'm really considering trying
We won't hold back.
to put it in a certain way.
Our leader took one out. That's an enemy down.
So I kinda want to what's it called?
This one.
What to do?
I kinda want to get up early for once.
What next?
I'd actually handle the thing. And if I can manage to do it properly,
Power's been reduced.
oh, you would say the Senate in Star Wars. Yeah, honestly, that sounds like the plan. Honestly, so yeah, just work on the stream for like an hour tonight then. Because I've been streaming like late, really late, more than what I want to do. So I kind of want to. I don't want to say like train myself. But I kind of go back into the habit of trying to stream early, or at least that's what my goal is.
Your attack power's been reduced. Do this. Enemy defeated.
Also, how you doing, Benevolence? How was your weekend?
I'll end this. Just watch. The enemy's been taken out. Great job, Amada-kun.
Cool.
Your attack power's been reduced. In this situation,
Wait, what floor am I? Oh, jeez. I think I'm on 39? Question mark?
you dodged it. That's our leader.
Bruh. Bro, what?
I have to do this. He's been brought down.
Cool.
Roundabout does it. No shadows detected.
Well, I guess I'll put on the weekend, but won't have transportation next week. So yeah, fun. Mostly okay though. Playing Doom 3 a bit recently. I have an interesting story
Leader, don't
about that for myself. When I was younger, I remember when I visited my uncle once. I think I saw him like playing Killing Floor 1 at the time. And I was like, hey, like I want to play this, right? Instead of allowing me to play that game, he was like, you can play Doom 3. And he even like opened the game and everything. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And at the time, I was like really heavy on the shooter games, the like Call of Duty one. So I never considered like Doom 3 something that I wanted to play.
Here I come.
Like now, it's like I wouldn't mind like actually giving it a shot.
Enemy down by Amada-kun.
But like back on those days, I was like, yeah, this just isn't something that I'm interested in myself.
Enemy destroyed. Incredible sprint, Aragaki-senpai.
But I will definitely would love to give it a shot.
You're poisoned. Keep an eye on your health.
Also, how's Doom 3? Because I know for that game, they sort of the the gameplay like different.
More enemy down by a Monokun.
Um, instead of being like
Feel pretty good.
what's the terminology for it?
I'll end this. I need your help. Nemesis.
Or what's the genre? I think shoot 'em up. I think.
Not about this.
I think that might be it.
Detected.
Um,
Let's go.
it's more of a, like a mystery detective type of game, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, maybe we ought to pop that open.
Also, like I literally just focus on one thing, or hyper focus on one thing. I'm sorry to hear that you don't have transportation for this week. It makes me think of the gameplay of Alpha Prime, except uh, most enemies are melee and not 100% accurate as soon as they notice the character. I don't think I have played Alpha Prime either. Like, if you don't mind, explaining that for me. If I'm not asking for too much, obviously.
Monokun knocks one down.
Or maybe a slight bit of like Red Faction too.
Yes.
Wait, Red Faction as Command and Conquer, or Red Faction as a different game? Because if I'm not mistaken, there was a what's the word I'm looking for? A game
Let's do the same thing for our
of Command and Conquer. I believe it was like something red. I just don't remember the exact name.
yes.
Welcome back. So it looks like we can have them stay here for now. Seems we got everybody. Actually, before I forget, let me just register them. Red Faction is a different game. The first one is set on Mars, but the second game has similar graphics. There is a Command and Conquer Red Alert, of which extra scripts is from Red Alert 1 and 3. I like it best. Oh, Red Alert is I like it the best. Okay. Um. Okay, so I was thinking of of a different game. That's cool.
Registering, I
Because I was like, I'm pretty sure what's it called? Like I recognize like something similar. So I'm kind of happy that I wasn't. Well, I'm off in some sort of way. But yeah.
We look
Also, there is a Red Alert 3. Because I remember being in 1 and 2, but I never heard of 3, honestly. Because, again, when I was younger, my uncle gave me a. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before. He gave me, like, I don't want to call it like a DVD set. Or, like, I think the word might be a game disc at the time. They contain like a lot of Command and Conquer games, and I believe the only one that I couldn't play, regardless of how much I tried to figure it out, was Red Alert 2. Because I believe I could play Red Alert 1, but 2 was one of the games that I legitimately couldn't play because I don't know if it was a PC or if it was like the code that came with it, but there was something off with it. Yeah, there was a Realtor 3, and that's probably the first decade. I legitimately wasn't aware of that. I wish I knew, honestly. I feel like that might be actually. Give me a second. I'm kind of curious about something. Ooh, okay. I see now. Wait, so which one am I thinking? Because from what I remember, there was a one Command and Conquer game that literally had a first person perspective. I think that's the one that I was thinking about mainly. Hmm. The bloopers reel for Rail Alert 3 is somewhat funny, by the way. And I think there's a video trailer that was pretty good, in my opinion. I honestly wouldn't mind like checking that out, but if it is like copyrighted music, I don't think I can as much as I want to do so. Because YouTube gets a little bit delicate about that. Downtime. Good morning. Being feeling a burnout is starting to creep out on me. Cool. Wait, what's the difference between the regular Red Alert? Oh, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking of Renegade. That's the game that I was talking about. Cool. Dang. That's like the game that I was mainly thinking talking about because I remember the Renegade was a first person shooter, but the games that um the oh yeah, Command Conquer Renegade is also a slight bit similar to Doom 3. Is it? I honestly don't remember because I play the entirety of the game. Actually, it might, but I don't. I don't think it's more of like a mystery horror game. It's more like a whole different type of game, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. There's a one-day film festival. Maybe I should invite someone from the dorm. Mm, I think last time I did it, I approached Major. Wait, did I say he doesn't think? I feel like okay. Wait, I'm being dumb right now. I don't think our bonds will grow any stronger even if I spend more time with Maja. Okay, never mind. Who should I hang out with?
Yeah.
You finally look better. When you were sick, your face was pale as a ghost. I'm glad to see you up and around.
What?
Huh, film festival? I totally forgot they did those. Not that I've been ever been to one. You know, actually, yeah, why not? Why not? With me? Hmm, weirdo. Well, let's go.
whiskers? This is what we're seeing? Well, if this is what you really want, I guess I'm game too.
We watch tiny animals fighting to survive with all their strength. He looks so serious. It taught us about the harshness of nature and the tenacity of living creatures. I don't really need more courage, but thank you.
The river. It just washed that dog away. Sorry. I gotta go.
That's kind of cute. I let Adagaki go ahead, then return to the dorm myself. Hello there, welcome back. What, you bored? Then go bother the chairman or something. He love a captive audience for his terrible puns. Let's go to it. What? A pass. Courage reminds me of a trailer I saw for a cartoon called Rooster Fighter, which has a rooster that talks about and fights monsters. Honestly, that kind of reminds me to an anime. There is I don't remember the actual name, but I think it's like Rooster something. Let me look it up. Wait, I haven't clicked on that. I think it was called like Rooster Fighter. Yeah, Rooster Fighter. That's literally the name. And it's a Japanese web manga series. That sounds like, yeah, I think I recognize the name. But I'm pretty sure this one it doesn't have a talking. Yep, that's it. Is it? Huh. Because what's it called? Like the one that I remember seeing from the trailer, I wouldn't say he talks. It's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? It's more like his thoughts, I guess. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious on how the anime is going to be, honestly. Because I think I read the first chapter and I was like, okay, this isn't really my thing. So yeah, how you feeling? I was going to inquire earlier, but I thought you might be sick of everyone asking if you're sick. Just a little.
That'd be correct.
Well, that's understandable. Everyone gets worried when you're not feeling well. I bet you were also thinking, I choose to catch a cold. Get it? No? Okay, I'm leaving. So yeah, I'm kind of curious on how the anime is going to be, personally. I didn't mean to come here. Oh well. Stats. So the ones no, this one. Do I have a Kehiko? I have a Kehiko. What about Koromaru? I don't have Koromaru. Might as well hang out with him. He's looking at me with pleading eyes. He seems to want to go for a walk. Adagaki can come with us tonight. Sure.
Well, aren't you happy today? The pooch must have been worried were sick so long. I ain't trying to nag, but don't take your health for granted. That special power of yours has been a huge boost to our strength. And it's no secret that Aki and Kirijo have their hands full with their own problems. Oh, you're back. Jeez, you've been picking up some weird stuff.
I missed this.
You hungry or something? Fine. I'll fix you up a good meal when we get back. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here.
Good morning.
It's been not feeling. It's been feeling a lot more like fall ever since the typhoon passed. I really hope the fighting ends before winter comes. I'm sure it will. No, it won't.
Uh-huh.
I hope you're right.
That's why.
Ooh, I look at her. Like it has like the 3 point. Like I don't know if I'm explaining it. Because like when it comes to drawing, like there's a specific way like you're handling like her. But there's also the aspect that is like her face is partial, like a third angle view, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly. Oh, I don't remember. I forgot to read that. A lot of people are concerned about stress these days. Believe it or not, crying can relieve stress. The tension is washed away with all those tears. Unlike money, there's no benefits to saving up your stress. When life gets rough, you just cry it out. By the way, and maybe you find this out already, we sometimes describe difficult situations as headaches, but headaches caused by stress are a real thing. I'm feeling sleepy. Should have closed my eyes for a few minutes. Give me intelligence. I can feel the teacher glaring as I start not. Fudge! I didn't mean to. Oh well. It's like my courage has been tested. I'm trying to raise my academics, boy.
All right, everyone, settle down. So, there won't be any more classes this afternoon. But that doesn't mean you're free to goof around. It's time to work together and put away the Culture Festival displays and decorations. I'll assign you into 3 groups for the cleanup. The first group will go to the science lab. Your leader will be...
She's a WoW teacher, right? I guess you may say that. Yeah. What's it called? Major? Is that the one that you're referring to? Afternoon classes were cancelled, so we could clean up the Culture Festival displays.
Okay, let's hurry up and get this over with. Roger that.
Got it.
I guess this was the photography club's display. Look, I got a pretty good picture of you. Whoa, the guy who took first looks pretty suntan.
That's Hayase. He's crazy fast. Of course, it's only a matter of time until I take him down.
You've already got him beat in the sweaty department. I swear I've never seen you without your gym clothes.
Oh, on the computer, World of Warcraft. Yeah, yeah. I mean, her character design kind of gives it away, honestly. But you can argue. I arguably say that it's not for the sake of quote unquote mystery.
Then again, maybe you're the smart one here. Just walking around is enough to work up a sweat these days.
Hey, you guys can jabber all you want, but at least keep things moving. At this rate, we'll be here all day.
Sorry, Takeba. My bad.
Hey, what's got you all worked up?
Nothing. Jeez.
Yo, I brought tools and stuff. Nail puller, tape, and
If you require a drill, I have one installed.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Wait, hang on. Where's the bubble wrap, Iori?
wrap? Oh, right, we gotta pack stuff up. Good call, man. You should go get it. You know where they keep that stuff, right?
Well, yeah, but you're the one who forgot to grab it.
Oh, are you sure you don't want to go? That place is like a paradise, you know? Some fine chicas there, it'd be just your type.
What? No way. You serious? Give me the details, man.
Ahem. I believe I asked you all to hurry it up so we could go home.
Isn't he dating a teacher? Like, this is something that I honestly don't really comprehend about Persona, and this is just me talking. I think in one gameplay of this, I saw the guy had a romance almost every lady in the game, and around here is when they notice each other. Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was like contemplating on that aspect. I was like, is it on this point or is it like down the road? Because I mean, you have Yukari, you have Fuka, you have Aegis, you have Kirijo, you have what's the name of the one for I forgot her name, but it's like the assistant coach, and there is also what's her name? What's her name? The student council vice president, and I feel like there is one more. I just don't remember which one it is. But is it on this time? I thought it was more like done by February. Cause wait, does Persona 3 has the Valentine's event? Now that I think about it. Oh, okay. Well, this settings looks like anyways. It actually is, cause my assumption was that the game continue after February. So I was like, I'm going to get like the Valentine's event, but no one look it up, and there's no Valentine's event. It's pretty much like Ashley and Liara at the moment. Pretty much. Honestly, if I had grind a little bit more on the social links, I feel like I might have pulled this out. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like at least I could have reached a social romance some sort of degree. But like, I feel like it's a little bit tough on actually getting the social links down. Because like you actually gotta go hang out with them, but also you gotta do like other stuff. But oh well.
Oh, sorry, Yuka-san. Man, talk about an ace directive.
I heard that. Jeez, how stupid can you be?
Junpei? More like Stupay.
I'm getting deja vu.
Oh yeah, also I completely forgot about this, but this game does some sort of degree has a quote unquote new game plus. So technically, the only thing that you are able to hold are your stats in terms of your like confidence, your charm, intelligence, and that kind of like helps with like minus, no minus, like a small like changes on like things that you can say at the beginning of the game. But other than that, I don't think. Actually, no. It does help in that aspect that you don't have to be grinding for your main stats. You just gotta go with the flow and just get out of the way. I'm just a little bit disappointed that I couldn't reach to that point in this game, but oh well.
Fine. I'll go to the supply room later.
Still, it's a real shame the Culture Festival fell through. There were so many cool events I was looking forward to, like the stand-up comedy duos. They said it was going to be open mic, so I was planning on trying it out.
Oh, really? With who?
You?
Wait, me? You gonna just push me on stage without even saying anything?
I'm just messing with you. It was actually Miyamoto.
Who, me? Hell no.
Just another joke. Chill out, guys. I'll do it with you then.
Bring it out.
Now that's the spirit. Why don't we show these guys what we've got? Hello out there, everyone. We're the famous comedy duo, Kenji Tomochika.
Oh my god, no. Where's my name? Where's my name?
Oh, come on. I just gave you the perfect setup for a comeback. You could have said something like, pretty lonely duo, or I'm here too, you know? Anyway, I sure can't wait for the Culture Festival. It's gonna be awesome, huh? What? You're giving up already? All you gotta do is sleep like 360 more times and bam, Culture Festival. You know what they say? Early to bed, early to rise.
Say my name. Heisenberg of Doom. What's my name?
There you go. We got a top quality one this time. Kind of depressing, though. Hey, speaking of jokes, here's a good one. What do you do when your key isn't working?
Keep trying.
That's the lamest joke I've heard in years. Guess that's the best GeckoCon has to offer. Not bad, considering we didn't rehearse this at all. Man, we would have been great.
All right, break it up, you guys. Seriously, I take my eyes off you for 1 second.
Speaking of things that would have been great, you missed out on your chance to be a maid, Takeba-san.
Huh? Oh, so word got out about that. I, for one, am fine with missing that opportunity.
And a lot of guys were real disappointed. Ain't that right, Miyamoto?
Huh? How should I know? Wait, why are they disappointed? The maids are there to help with the cafe, right?
Such a pure soul.
Well, it's kind of something that guys fantasize about. Mainly Junpei.
Oh.
What are you looking at me for? What did I...
Junpei-san.
Oh, come on. You too, Ai-chan?
We'll finish our cleaning with no further issues. I honestly wish I could have that event. I'm so disappointed in myself. Class has ended for today. Because like my whole thought process was like, oh, I can probably just get all of the is Aegis a Robot like 7 of 9 on BR. She is Cyborg. I think she's just mainly a robot. What would be a good example Um, I guess like the best example that I can think of is kind of like the Terminator. You know how like the biological skeleton or physique is like a robot, but it has like flesh. But instead of being flesh, is I want to say like a rover or something around those lines. Because if I'm not mistaken, like I've seen a couple of videos at a few years back. Living tissues over metal and the skeleton of doom. Kind of like that, honestly. Yeah, I think that might be the accurate thing. What I was hoping is to be completely done with most of the social links by now, and I only got one. I kind of disappointed myself. Oh well.
Greetings.
That was a quite sizable typhoon. I had expected that school will have sustained some damage. However, I was mistaken. It must have been durable construction. She is so far from passing as a human. It doesn't look like she understands some ordinary feelings and conversations yet. If she could, I might be able to form a bond with her. Okay, I really gotta find out. This is mainly for Aegis. How exactly do I make her more human? It sounds like a silly thing to say, but I really, really want to know. Thank you. Okay. So it happens during the story. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, why does this doesn't happen? Like I've been contemplating on that aspect for a good while. Helper 10 the plans. So from what I've read, it says that it like it gets unlocked like down the story. So I'm assuming like probably by October, maybe November. Because I want us to say her social link for sure is one of the social links you want to have by the end of the game. I could be wrong. I heard that instead of postponing the culture festival, they canceled entirely. My class wasn't going to do anything special, but I really wanted to see it. Yeah, that's some bull. I mean, I did say I wanted the typhoon to come sooner, but why it have to come during the cultural festival? Read the room, typhoon. I do have to say one of the things. Oh, Aegis and Elizabeth have similar personalities, so Elizabeth seems more like Data. Well, Aegis is more like 7 of 9. It potentially be the case. What's it called? Like, oh, well, I forget her name. Elizabeth is more like. She's more like the way that I can probably describe her for myself is like she feels like more like a kid, like learning new stuff because she was so enclosed in the Belva room that she didn't really have that much experience in living as a person. Even though I don't know her origin as an attendant for the Belva room, so I can't exactly say, oh, this is the case. But I guess it feels more like what would be the contra aspect? It is I want to say like a logical person trying to understand how like emotions work, if that makes sense. And like, I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly on that. Or somebody that likes, yeah, somebody that likes like the understanding of emotions, because there are people like that, right, that thinks thinks everything logical, but they don't comprehend how those things affect the person emotionally. Hey there, welcome. Crab bird. Crab. There's a crab. Cool. Crab bread, fry bread, melon bread, silver pan. Might be someone.
Come again. Welcome.
Oh dear.
The culture festival got cancelled. Well, with how bad the typhoon was, I'm not sure. My house got soaked in the typhoon. It was a huge hassle. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, kind of miss the event that I wanted to do. It sounds like the teacher is in a good mood. Maybe I can hear Superman's story. Going for a lesson, going for no reason. Well then, shall we continue where we left off last time? I have a lot to cover, so I hope you're prepared. I'm prepared. I like your spirit. We covered the fundamentals, so now I'll teach you how to use all 78 major arcanas. Let's talk about the basic spread, shall we? To review, the tarot is made of 22 major arcanas and 56 minor arcanas, for a total of 78 cards. Is that clear? Each card has its own inherent meaning. Many are daunted by the full deck because of the sheer amount of deck cards, but take heart. It is difficult to learn all the meanings, but having them all actually makes your reading easier. The more details one has available, the easier it is to craft a story. I already explained the major arcana, so let me give you an outlet of the minor arcana. The minor arcana are divided into 4 classes called suits. Do you recall when I told you that this is what common play cards were modeled after? The ones cups, swords, coins corresponding to clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds. Each suit has 10 numbers cards ranging from ace to 10, as well as 4 face cards, king, queen, knight, and page, unlike the 3 face cards in common decks. The page is sometimes called prince, though he's essentially a knight in training. The 4 face cards are called core cards, and the term will come up again, so remember it well. There are 14 types of total between the pip cards or number cards and the face or core cards. These 14 types have 4 cards each for a total of 56 cards in the minor arcana. And now you know the makeup of the minor arcana is for how to use them in a reading. It's actually the same as the major arcana. Keep in mind the meaning of each card has the direction in faces and use the inspiration to create a story. In the minor arcana, each suit number and chord type has its own meaning. One of the best ways to memorize this is to imagine them in a 4x14 grid. And now each of the first 4 suits meaning of brief. Ones for planning of growth, cups and love and sentiment, swords for trials and coins for wealth. As for the basic meaning of each of the number cards, ace is the beginning, 2 is balance, 3 is growth, 4 is stability, 5 is change, 6 is balance again, 7 is a new start, 8 is success, 9 is attainment, and 10 marks a terminus or the end. Core cards represents people and their strength. It could be the client or other people involved. That's reading. The page represents children and the offering of knowledge. The knight is youth and boundless energy. The queen represents adult woman, while the king represents mature men. It said that to grasp the meaning of the cards is important to communicate with them. That's a lot to memorize. It is. And honestly, I don't think personally I can memorize all that. Like I honestly forgot like most of the things that he told me last time. Now then, let's move on to the method of using the full arcana to tell fortunes. The basic procedures is the same, you just be using more cards. Even with the full deck of 78, you must first shuffle, then cut, spread, and read. The type of spread you use affects the procedure more than the numbers of cards you use. Don't get me wrong, the spread I'll be covering is done with this procedure too. Now for a change of subject, I'll explain the various types of a spread. Last time we used a one card spread, so today we'll examine the other typical spreads. Please remember that the spread is chosen according to the nature of the question. Do you want an answer to a single question or maybe an overview of the general subject future? Use a spread that the best fits the request you have in mind. For example, if you want to tell the client past, present, and future, why not use 3 cards spread, where you simply lay out 3 cards? Adding a card produces the 4 card spread, identifying the past, present nature of the problem and future. If you use a 7 card hexagram spread with a single card placed in the center of a hexagon, you can read both the nature of the problem and a countermeasure against it.
So, continuing on.
There's also a spread called question and answer involving 2 choices. This reading is done by setting 2 countermeasures against the question.
That is to say.
Finally, the most well-known spread is a classic Celtic cross. It's suited to telling fortune with only the major arcana and used often by both beginner and expert. Oh, you got an avatar? Yeah. I've been having it for a while. I just don't have it like an active like movement on all the kind of stuff. Mainly because it needs to be connected under the same like internet port, and since I'm doing the majority of the things through Wi-Fi, it just kind of doesn't work since the stream is connected to one device, and the phone that I'll be using for that be a whole different device. Until I get a camera, too simple as that. Yeah. Sorry for the long explanation. It's suited to telling fortunes with only the major arcana and is used often by both beginners and experts. It still looks good though. Appreciate it. I honestly, the way that I wanted to make this, and let me use stuff for a second. The way that I wanted to use this, or the way that I wanted to design this, was a little bit close to what I wanted to have for the original design of like the character that I have on the profile picture. So yeah, I just kind of added like a little like scar on the left eye. I don't know, I kind of like scars personally. And there's also like the bad design skull on the chest. So yeah. But I'm hoping that I didn't I'm not making it like too small. Because what's it called? Because not too small, not too big. Mainly because I don't want to cover like the entire screen. Arrange 2 cards crossing each other in the center, then 1 more on all 4 sides of the cross. Then place a pillar of 4 cars known as the Speed of Destiny next to it to the right. Next it? No, next to it. The cross of 6 cars represents the overall situation, with the 4 to the right making a concrete. Sorry, burps. Again, this forms the 10-car spread known as Celtic Cross. There are other spreads like the Horseshoe, Wish Diamonds, or the 7 Candles for Life. And I've also heard rumors of so-called normal triangles and cross spread. There are far too many for me to teach you, so you can look into it yourself if you're interested. Phew, I believe it's time for my afternoon tea. That's it for today. Here, take this and off you go. That was such a read. That was so much text. Oh my god. That was fun. Yeah, I think that's probably the reason why I miss the whole like event of like the I don't want to call it like the harem event, but like I think that might be the consequence event. I think that might be the word. Because every time that I see, oh, I don't think I can raise my stats. Like I was like, you know what? I'll probably just go somewhere else. Sure. That's probably the reason why I just never accomplished that height. Great, I'll see you there. The scratching of pencils echoes through the art room.
Hey, sorry, but I need your advice again. Let's meet up after art club like we did the other day. Don't tell anyone else about this, okay? I'm still torn on studying abroad. My dad's trying to make all my decisions for me. He chose the school I'd go to, the dorm I'd live in. He even bought my plane ticket already. And I haven't actually agreed to go through with it yet either. He's been like this ever since we argued about the art club. It's like he's suddenly trying to be more understanding. It's weird.
Do you want to be a doctor? Don't you like our club?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just... it's the uncertainty of it all. Painting doesn't feel as fun anymore. Not to mention, I might never be a doctor. My teachers, my friends, and especially you. Everyone's been so supportive.
I think maybe it's just me, but the way that I see this is that his way of, I guess you may say, quote unquote, rebelling was that aspect that he was doing art. That was his way of like rebelling against his dad, and it can also be shown as a expression of freedom, because like you can essentially draw whatever you want.
I know what you must be thinking. A chance to study abroad? What an opportunity.
I actually didn't press the button. So it can be seen like a whole different thing. So I think it might depend on the circumstance, honestly. But but at least on my mounted depiction of this is that now that his dad is like being supportive about it, he doesn't feel like he's getting the same enjoyment, the same sense of freedom that he was receiving. I could be wrong on that.
Sorry. It seems like all I ever do is complain to you, but I always feel a lot better after talking to you, so thanks.
Seems like kid, I got trust me. There's a meme about how to draw Mickey Mouse that ends with legal papers. Oh my goodness. That I wasn't expecting, honestly. But okay. Thank you. I feel like we're becoming better friends. Rank 2. Oh wait, never mind.
Now I don't even know what I really want to do. In times like this, I turn to the heavens. I have to head to the bookstore. You can go on without me. I'm buying a fortune-telling book and reading the whole thing in one night.
I gave that dedication. I parted ways with Hiraga and went back to the dorm.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hello. Have you noticed that there have been more cases lately? I wish there was something I could do about it. But there is nothing I can do. If there's at least not this much. It's frustrating. How are you doing, dude? Okay. It's okay to be okay. After all, there are people who need more my positive energy to cheer up.
By the way,
The other day, I saw Koro-chan eating something other than his usual dog food. Well, I gotta go. Take care. Yeah, I'm also gonna be ending the stream soon, so yeah. Have a good night. Have a good day, and hopefully see you tonight or later. Yeah, tonight basically, I guess. Have a good one. Do you know who got it for him, or maybe someone made it? He looks so happy eating it. I think I know who. I think I'll head to my room. Head to my room in a bit. And don't mind me. Oh, don't mind me. I'm usually like this.
Is that?
The news has been reporting that the numbers of the lost increase again. I wish we could receive some good news for once.
Isn't that right?
Misuru is saying all that, but we only have 3 shadows left. Once we defeat them, there won't be any more news about the lost. We just have to give our best for a bit longer.
excuse me.
It's difficult to determine a shadow strength, particularly these last 3. It would be safer and more secure for us to prepare and train accordingly as well. Okay. Actually, I think this also might be a good point, a stopping point to end the stream. It's like, it's past 3 in the morning. I'm hoping, knocking on wood, that I can start streaming early again. One thing is hoping, another thing is actually doing it. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys had a great, fantastic weekend once again. And I do want to say thank you to Benevolence Pizzicotum and No11 for stopping by tonight. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have a great, fantastic day, beautiful night, fantastic evening. And for anybody that's watching this on the background, hopefully you also guys have a great, fantastic week. And for anybody that's watching the bot, hopefully you guys have also a great, fantastic week. Anyways, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful night. Have a beautiful night, evening, and I'll see you guys on the next one.